In my last video, I detailed how changes in Part D plans mandated by the Inflation Reduction Act are wreaking havoc on Part D as creditable coverage for 2025. In this video, I'll go over why Medicare, or more specifically CMS, the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, is in a panic over what may unfold with Part D in 2025. I've seen other videos about Part D for 2025, and I believe that they totally miss the big picture. This video is going to get spicy, so bear with me. It'll blow your mind here, and what I'm about to go over may raise your blood pressure, but it's important information because you need to know what's going on in front and behind the scenes as you plan your retirement. Keep in mind, this information is also dynamic. It will likely change between now and October. I'll keep you updated on those changes, but you'll need to subscribe to this channel to make sure that you don't miss out. So please subscribe and press the like button and the bell icon, so you'll be glad you did. I mentioned earlier that CMS is in full panic mode over the impact of the Inflation Reduction Act on the 2025 Part D plan premiums and will end up in court over their attempt to bandage the wound. CMS has lost its last 2 or 3 lawsuits as they've tried to make changes to Medicare star ratings and even agent compensation that materially affect the structure of Medicare and consumer access to information. Losing this next lawsuit, the one that's most recently filed, is more likely than not. So why is CMS panicking? Because Part D premiums are set to increase by nearly 300% for 2025. So let's take a close look at what's going on. If we haven't met yet, I'm Matthew Clausen, CEO of MedigapSeminars.org. We're one of the country's premier insurance agencies specializing in Medicare. In fact, I'm licensed in every state except Massachusetts, and our services are free to you, the consumer. So reach out to us for expert guidance. You'll be glad you did. If you learn from this video and you want to see more of my content on Medicare, please press the like and the subscribe button below, and also select the bell icon so that you're notified when new videos are published. If you're already a subscriber, thank you. Do please check the bell icon, make sure it's selected, so you will receive notices of my next videos. Are Part D premiums really set to increase by almost 300% for 2025? In order to support the $2,000 mandated maximum out-of-pocket limit for prescription drug plan costs, the Part D prescription drug plans have submitted their 2025 plan designs, which include nearly a 300% increase in Part D premiums. The average Part D premium gross bid was $64.28 a month for 2024. For 2025, that average premium bid is $179.45 a month. This, right as people start to vote in a presidential election. Now, I refer to those numbers as a gross bid because a portion of that price is subsidized, paid by the taxpayer instead of the consumer. What CMS has done to put a Band-Aid on this wound is to create a 3-year project that requires they transfer $10 billion from other parts of Medicare to lower Part D premiums. With this 3-year project, CMS will use that $10 billion to increase their subsidy of Part D plans, or our subsidy really, it's paid by our tax dollars, from $29.58 per person per month in 2024 to $142.67 per month per person in 2025. Their plan is to reduce Part D premiums by $15 a month from their projected amount. Now, considering their 13.3 million enrollees, that alone will cost taxpayers $7.2 billion. CMS will then impose a $35 a year-over-year limit on increases in Part D premiums, individual Part D premiums for each plan. As an aside, in the history of economic study, price fixes have never worked as intended. A third feature of the plan is a bit complicated. It's creating a risk corridor for Part D plans where if the plan makes more of a profit than expected, CMS confiscates a percentage of that total profit. Conversely, If there are unexpected losses, then CMS will subsidize a portion of those losses using the money they confiscated from the successful plans. If that plan sounds familiar to you, there's a word that starts with C to describe a form of government where such an economic strategy might be found. The above subsidy, by the way, is for standalone Part D plans only, not for Part D plans bundled with Medicare Advantage plans. As a secondary result to all of this, many Medicare Advantage plan insurance companies are preparing to reduce the number of plans that they offer for 2025. In fact, some major insurance companies have announced their expectation that their Medicare Advantage plan business will shrink by at least 10%, possibly more, for 2025. Of course, there's also absolutely no talk of subsidizing employer-sponsored prescription drug plans that are supposed to be creditable coverage. Those are on their own, and they may decide to simply no longer be Medicare Part B creditable, which would be the easy solution. So I don't want to get political, but this effort by CMS is obviously two things. First, it's a Band-Aid. It's not a permanent fix. It's meant to hide from the consumer the results of a poorly thought out legislation just long enough to make it a problem for the next election, not the 2024 election. As a political fix, the Band-Aid is set to be ripped off in 3 years and 4 months, right before the 2028 presidential election, making it a huge problem for whoever is in the White House at that time. Second, in June of this year, the Supreme Court ruled that government agencies cannot make law, something they have been doing for the last 40 years, using what was called the Chevron deference doctrine in order to get away with doing things that Congress should be doing. The proposed action by CMS changes the Inflation Reduction Act law. CMS can't do that. That is why some members of Congress are suing to reverse this action. What we need is for Congress to provide a permanent fix. No Band-Aids, no political games. This is impacting a lot of people who vote. So it should be our representatives that we voted into office taking responsibility for the mess that they've created. Now, if you want to read more, a link to my sources for this video are posted below in the show notes. And this is a dynamic situation. I expect there will be some changes between now and the start of the annual election period. I'll provide updates when they occur, so please subscribe to this channel. I'm Matthew Clausen with MedigapSeminars.org. Thank you for watching.